Hi, and welcome to our AIM4Good video series. We designed AIM4Good with the hope that we could connect individuals in this community and provide different resources to shine light on local nonprofits, people that might be in need, any different resources that we could provide out there for you.
This video series is intended to provide relevant information from industry leaders and also connect and highlight our colleagues, our friends, our clients to nonprofits in need.
Please stay tuned at the end of the video as you'll see different links that we discussed during the conversation so that you'll be able to contact them directly and help anyone in need. And also, make sure to subscribe to our channel as we'll be updating these videos on a regular basis. Thanks again for joining us. All right, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us again for our AIM4Good video series. We are honored today to have Jackie Steed with us, a good friend of ours for, over 15 years, I think, or so. She was a key person in the beginning of our foundation, our Nicholas Foundation. It was a big help back then, and she's obviously very active in the community with her work. But her job is of a realtor locally with an Irish touch, correct? Did I get the tagline? Correct.
Yes. Got it correct. That's perfect.
So we're excited to have her here today. Welcome, Jackie. And we're going to have her tell you a little bit about her and her company, and then talk to us about how things are currently, with this COVID crisis. What is different about experiencing the purchasing process or even selling your house? So we're excited to have her here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Jackie.
Great. Thank you, Mark. Well, my name is Jackie Steed. I'm a local realtor here with Reliable Realty. As everyone knows, my tagline is your Temecula Valley realtor with the Irish touch. I love what I do. I have a passion for it. I get to work with people hands-on. I get to use my sales and marketing background. So it's a really, really good fit for me. And since I've been in this valley 20 years, almost 20 years now, I'm very involved in the community, very involved in businesses, and working with several nonprofits. I'm fortunate to know a lot about our foundation, so that really helps me as I introduce new people that are coming into the community trying to buy homes.
It's wonderful, and it's a good community to be in, as you know. We're starting to see, with reports coming out of people, moving out of your city centers, especially I saw a report this morning, highlighting New York about people coming to the suburbs, and Temecula was already a destination before this whole crisis hit, but I'm sure you're seeing a lot more activity of people looking to get more into the expanded, landscape as well. I saw a report too this morning on CNBC about home sales. Everybody's been questioning where's it going to go? Where's the housing market going to go at this point? And they said there was a 6% uptick in mortgage applications coming off of a 35% drop last month, which shows a huge turn, which is exciting. So how does it look in the marketplace now to purchase a house? I know it used to be we call you up and you show us a house, but I'm sure there's different steps in there now. So
there definitely is. I know that realtors are being really, really careful. If you call up and say, I want to see this house, chances are we're not going to take you to see it without a pre-approval. We want to make sure that our sellers are safe and that anybody entering into their house is not just a looky-loo, not just looking around to see what's going on. We want to make sure that they have a vested interest in actually finding a home. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of criteria for them that they have to meet to be able to step inside that house. So they do need to have a pre-approval. The realtor will talk to their mortgage person in advance to make sure that everything is clean on that. Beyond that, they have to sign a liability waiver, a coronavirus liability waiver that states that they do not have coronavirus, that they're not sick, and that they will not hold the seller liable because the seller is also saying they do not have coronavirus and they are not sick. And then there's a list of precautions that we take once we enter the home. So it's usually the agent that is opening doors and is touching everything, turning on lights. Everybody is gloved, we have shoe covers, we have hand sanitizer, we wear masks. I know there's a lot of different opinions about masks, but we are trying to take care of the worst case scenario and make sure that everybody is really protected.
It makes sense. So I would imagine social distancing as they go through the house, and then the prospective buyer has to wear a mask as well, correct? And I've heard foodie sometimes as well. Is that part of it? Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything you could possibly use, we are taking advantage of right now. Our goal is to make sure that we're meeting our clients' needs, but doing it really safely.
Have you utilized any virtual techniques at this point? As far as I know, I've follow you on social media, so I've seen some of your cool walkthroughs. Is that mainly how you're trying to get the message out there of some of your listings at this point?
So I actually was a little bit ahead of the game just by chance. I started instilling 3D virtual tours into all my listings, where you can actually click on your mouse and walk yourself through point to point in the house. So I'd already started that about a month before all this happened. So that is something that I have available to all my listings. And so people can go on there. And so when somebody says, I want to see this listing, I say, okay, have you done the 3D virtual tour? Again, it's another step that they'd have to do so they can get into the house. Other agents are just, holding up a phone and doing a walk through the house. So there's a lot of different options to really, for people to get to see as much as they can of the homes.
So what's the best way in your scenario to get a hold of you? I mean, what is your website? What's the best contact information at this point? So if they want, I'd let you know what they're looking for as far as a specific target.
So my website is JackieSteedHomes.com. My phone number is 951-764-7881. I'm really good at responding text or phone calls. I'm a full-time agent. I'm working all the time. The last few nights it's been till 8 p.m. because our industry is going Looney Tunes right now. There's so many people out buying, and there's a lot of houses hitting the market. Some people have asked me, is there so many houses hitting because people are trying to cash out? No, these are people that already had touched base with me end of last year, that they were planning on selling their homes anyway. And this is the season right now to sell our homes. It seems to be crammed a little bit. We usually have a little bit more time to get those houses sold, but because of coronavirus, it kind of slowed down. But now all of a sudden it's going a little bonkers and people are buying like crazy.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's one of the key factors of this economy is the housing industry. So it's exciting to hear that good things are happening there. Geographically, do you have a specific area that you focus on as far as your listings go? Or are you limited to certain areas?
Well, geographically, I live in Temecula, so you would imagine that all my listings would be in Temecula. But right now I have one in El Cajon, I have one in Fallbrook, I have one coming up in Vista. So you know what? My job is to help people. So if my friends, my clients, or my referrals need my help in other areas, I'm happy to travel as long as I can really be beneficial to my clients and know that area, know what I need to know about that area, and be able to give the top part of service that I'm used to giving.
Okay. And then one last question about this crazy world that we're in right now. Obviously, everything has gone virtual or online or like this. Hopefully someday we'll see again each other in person. But the closing process, I mean, as far as paperwork goes, have you seen a big transition to online documents, or is it still in person? I've heard both sides of it. I've heard of people signing paperwork in the back of their pickup truck out front, with a notary. I mean, where are we at with that currently?
So the real estate game was kind of ahead of the curve on that. We already do a ton of DocuSigns. So the only thing that really needs to be signed is at the very end where something needs to be notarized. And so we are still sending notaries to somewhere that is convenient. So whether that is meeting at a park, meeting at an outside area of a restaurant or a Starbucks, or if somebody feels safe with somebody coming into their home and being protected and doing the social distancing thing. It has not caused any issues for us. Everything has been very smooth flowing. We're very fortunate.
Good. Was there anything else you'd like to share going on in your world real estate wise at this point? I mean, you've covered a lot of the bases here for us, so we appreciate that.
I would just encourage people to be mindful. Everybody's doing their best. We all want everybody to be safe and healthy. Our real estate community, our association is on it. We are getting updates almost daily, and it's to be the benefit of our buyers and our sellers. So we are following all the rules and making sure that everything is taken care of, and trying to do the best job we can for our clients.
Awesome. Well, as I said earlier, Jackie's an awesome person. It's been a pleasure to have her as a friend and a colleague throughout the years here. And I commend you on all your work you still continue to do with different local nonprofits and charities, the Chamber. I mean, you're a whirlwind. So in that vein, we've been trying to highlight with our AIM4Good series, we're all about trying to get everybody to see what's out there, what the needs are, how can we do good, basically. And I was just wondering if you had a charity or charities locally that you'd like to highlight today.
So it's hard to say a charity because, we have the most amazing charities, and the people that are involved are just, really, really good people. So I sit on the board of the local chamber, and that is kind of my business arm, and I love that, and I love seeing business prosper, and I'm very involved in that. I sit on the board for Habitat for Humanity. If you're familiar with that organization, they are absolutely phenomenal. They are boots on the ground right now. They are working with the county to get food out to seniors. They've been doing that through this whole coronavirus epidemic we've had going on. I also try to help as much as I can and donate to Michelle's Place. I had a cousin that died a few years ago of breast cancer, so that rang too close to home. And so anytime I can donate and help them, I am happy to do it. My heart will always be our Nicholas Foundation. You guys have done phenomenal things over the year, and I'm always proud to say that I was involved many moons ago, so I will always be tied to that. So those are kind of, my 3/4 that I'm very, very involved in, or that keep in tune with, and stay abreast of what's going on within those organizations.
Well, awesome. Thank you for the plug, but also those other organizations are phenomenal, and we've heard that many times during these the video series. So there's a lot of good organizations out there. We will put all of this information at the end of this video, so stay tuned. We will have Jackie's contact information. We'll have all these charities, their websites and different things of that nature. So once again, thank you for joining us in this series. And Jackie, thank you so much for your time, and we'll make sure people get in touch with you. Thank you so much. Take care.